Okay, so here's the deal. I know I haven't made a video in a long time. I think it's been about a week. Probably more than a week. Probably about going on 2 weeks now. But anyway, here's the deal. It is early. It's like 7 o'clock. But I wanted to get a video out this week. Getting my wisdom teeth taken out today. So that'll be fun. And I'm not quite sure I'll be able to talk. At least not well enough. So I thought, well, better to get up early and make a video and have one done than to try to talk when you can't open your mouth. So, that is what it is. But with that being said, I'm going to break my own rule. You know what? This is my channel. I don't care. I said I wasn't going to talk much about pro wrestling or WWE or any wrestling in general because I thought, well, I don't think that my audience, if you will, um, are wrestling fans. They're sports fans, but not wrestling fans. But I'm going to break my own rule today because you know what? It's my channel and I feel like talking about wrestling. So, why not? With that being said, there is some new competition with WWE. And I know they're not labeled as competition, they're labeled as the alternative. But in my opinion, I'm going to tell you why AEW is WWE's worst nightmare. So, anyway, let's go from the start. Cody Rhodes left WWE, went to Ring of Honor. I believe he was in New Japan as well. Built his name up from WWE, got out from that shadow, made his name known more than it already was. And then he thought, okay, I'm going to make my own company. I'm going to run things how I want to run it, and I'm going to take this momentum and run with it. I gotta admit, I was a little skeptical at first because I thought, well, as we've seen in the past, many of these quote competition companies haven't been able to get nearly as close to the level of WWE. There was a lot of hype with TNA. Ring of Honor had some hype. And they have good wrestlers. They have a good program, but not WWE. So when this company started, I thought, okay, it'll be another small company that gets some attention, but not more than WWE. They have sold. All In was technically not an AEW pay-per-view, I don't think, but it was nevertheless done by Cody Rhodes. They sold all their tickets in under an hour. This pay-per-view, Double or Nothing, which was Saturday or Sunday, Saturday, I think, sold out in, I believe, under like 5 minutes. So if that tells you that and these are not small arenas, by the way, like it's different if it's like a gym, but this is a good size arena. It's literally what like a SmackDown would go to. So they're selling out probably even bigger than that. But anyway, they're selling out these big arenas. They bring in a lot of big names: Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, the Young Bucks, a lot more. And there was a lot of talk about the company starting up. There was a lot of, well, they're not going to be able to hang. Triple H poked fun at it at the Hall of Fame. Here's the deal, WWE, you're in trouble. You are in big trouble. Vince McMahon, especially. I'm not sure if you've seen the Chris Jericho podcast with Dean Ambrose. Now Jon Moxley joined AEW. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. he talked about in the podcast, he talked about his experience, why he left, the absolute stupidity and the horrible writing, the lack of storytelling, just the overall how horrible it was in WWE. And it really gave a light to, we knew things sucked. I mean, they certainly haven't been nearly as good as even like a couple years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Even three, I'd say probably 3 years ago was way better than what we have now. And it's very frustrating because basically, if you wanted to watch mainstream wrestling, WWE was it. And now with AEW, they will be on TNT, so they're going to have a cable channel. They've done literally everything right. And I just want to say, and this is the reason why WWE is in trouble. Gene Ambrose, John Moxley said this in his podcast. There is a lot of issues with booking, with writing, with Vince, things that are not even remotely funny, not even smart, has nothing to do with storylines, just filling time. They're just time fillers. That's why Raw sucks. That's why SmackDown sucks. They do not care about storylines anymore. I go back to when CM Punk was in WWE and the storylines coming out of that with John Cena. Even a guy who I'm not super high on as far as a wrestler. I don't think he's that great. But John Cena and CM Punk had a great story. And that was recently. The Rock and John Cena, that was a story. And that was a couple years ago. It's the same thing, and they've gone so far away from storytelling. And yes, it is sports entertainment. It is scripted. If you're a kid who didn't know that, I'm sorry. Breaking news. It's scripted. Anyway, so the whole point of it is people ask, why do you watch if it's fake, scripted? You watch because it's what you enjoy. You like it. It's fun to watch, or it used to be fun to watch. And now that they've gone away from the entertainment aspect of things and just put in time fillers and stupid crap, it's boring to watch. It's horrible. And it doesn't help that Raw is 3 hours and it's all stupid, useless promos. It's horrible. It's pathetic to watch. They are writing for the young audience. They have totally gotten away from their smart adult older viewers because of because of what it be. And I'm not saying we need to go back to Attitude Era when it was rough. But and Attitude Era was the best era in wrestling, but I just think that they are literally specifically writing to one audience and not the whole audience. It's ridiculous. And now that AEW has arrived, we seen blood, crazy blood, for the first time in a long time as far as in a wrestling match. When Cody Rhodes took on Dustin Rhodes, his brother, also known as Goldust. This is something that this is how AEW is going to make its name known. These guys like Dean Ambrose who have these specific characters who come in and, they're supposed to be this hardcore, crazy type, known for that before he even went into WWE. Their characters were literally had a small ceiling on them, and they couldn't get through because of Vince McMahon. And it's sad, but it's true. Now these guys who go to AEW, they can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. It's a breath of fresh air. It is a facelift. It is crazy that a company that has just started is already doing it better than WWE. It is almost embarrassing now to turn on Raw or SmackDown because of the lack of storytelling, and it's just not fun to watch. I mean, it's different if you're in the arena just because of the experience, but nevertheless, it's not great at all. And they don't build it off of wrestling. You watch AEW, and then well, let's reverse it. You watch Money in the Bank, and then you watch AEW. AEW already has the better wrestlers, the better storytelling, and they haven't even done any promos hardly, other than just minor stuff, and that's still better. It's pathetic to watch WWE. And another thing, the main representation of a wrestling company to me is the championship belt. AEW's championship belt has looked better than the last like 5 WWE belts. The last belt, that looked good in my opinion, and I mean the as far as like what I would want my company to like be represented by, like if you said, "Oh, the WWE championship," I want it to look this good. I don't want it to look like a green strap with a penny in the middle. That looks horrible. AEW first championship already looks better than the last 5 of WWE's. They have everything it takes, and they have so much hype. I cannot wait to watch every week. Cannot wait. And it good for the guys who have made their name known, like the Young Bucks, not going to WWE because their whole characters, everything they want to do would be basically trashed because they do not care at WWE. They do not care. They want to appeal to 5-year-olds instead of caring what, the audience wants. And, it all comes down to the head guy in Vince McMahon. The only hope that WWE has left is NXT. The closest thing that WWE will get to any other promotions as far as being good is NXT. They actually wrestle and they actually do storytelling, and it's half decent. So, anyway, with that being said, still don't plan on doing a whole lot of wrestling videos. I just had to get this off my chest because I don't even know why I turn on the TV anymore to watch it. I don't know. I think I'm just going to stop watching it. It's that pathetic. So, that being said, like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and we will see you in the next video. I'm not sure how long it'll be till the next video. Like I said, I'm getting the wisdom teeth out today, so that'll be fun. Anyway, bye.